welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here and welcome to a magazine mix. So I have been out shopping today and as most of you know that I stopped all my subscriptions because I wasn't sure which subscription was with which and all the rest of it. Well, anyway, one of the ones that had stopped is Simply Cards and Papercraft, so I will be signing up to these again, hopefully for January, so I won't miss any more issues. So I picked it up in my local Asda. So this is issue number 212. I have already done my die cutting, so as you can see, lots and lots of die cut pieces there. So I will show you the free gift in a moment once we have gone through, just gone through quickly the magazine. So like I said, I did pick this up from my local Asda while I was in getting some gorgeous bottles of wine for Christmas. So yeah. Oh, just having a look, you've also got 29 digi stamps and cutting files to download as well, which I think is quite nice. I don't have a Cricut or anything, so I can't use them, but I'm just going to make a card using what we get with the magazine as always. So when we open it up, we've got our editors little message. We've got our index of what's in here. As usual, if you're going to buy this, you'll want to read this yourselves. Let me see if I can just get it so that you can see. So I'll put my lights down just a second to stop as much glare as I possibly can for you to see it. I'm hoping it's not too dark. So yeah, so just a quick flip through. So we've got ideas on how to use our free gift this month, some florals. We've got a calendar. This is actually really nice, and it also has you can download the months as well to do that, which I think is quite pretty, and that's using the Ecoline brushes, and they do have a discount as well on the Ecoline pens at Craft Stash, 10% off. So if you get the magazine, you will get the code for that. So I'm not going to give you it because that would not be fair on the magazine itself. So yeah, giveaways, more ideas. Like I say, this is by our lovely Sam, who is here on YouTube. I think it's Sam from Mixed Up Crafts, so she's got her usual bits and pieces in here. So yeah, so lots and lots of ideas. Like I said, I'm just grabbing random little pieces and just going through it, because like I said, if you're going to buy this, you'll want to read it yourself. And I like to not look much at the magazine when I get this. I like to just do my own thing, and then I'll have a look later on this evening when I go to bed. I will sit and actually read it. So yeah, in next month's issue we have so it's in next month, it's 213 Kickstart 2021 in style, with a huge embossing folder, layering dies and stamps. So that is next month. So by the look of it, we get this tulip die set, and we've got, I like that actually, the Happy Mother's Day sentiment. That is beautiful. I really like that. Yeah, so that's actually, that would probably be a really nice one to do for Mother's Day. I know that in the UK Mother's Day is always in March, and it's on sale on the 7th of January. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So that is the magazine. Let's bring the lights back in, otherwise I'm not going to be able to see much of what I'm doing. So let's put that off to one side. So here is the gift. So as I said, I've already got my dies out and started playing with them and doing some die cuts, just so that this video wasn't going to be too long. So we get two different size bottles. We get a wine bottle and a beer bottle. We get a little banner that can sit on our bottle. We've got the neck piece for our wine bottle. We also have our label for the bottles. We've got the little piece that they normally have like a banner thing, don't they? Like a badge type thing. We've got our cork, and then you've got bits that will go into the paper. So we've got these stars, and then you could actually pop them out and use them separately. We've got this where you can die cut it into your card and have the as if the champagne or the wine is pouring out. And then we've got some more little dots, which are really, really nice. So they I have used. Now this one I actually got off our lovely Andrea, who I did a swap. This is just, it's actually for cards, you know, when they have a lanyard on and it's like a little card holder. How cool is that? And what a brilliant idea. So that is off Andrea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order myself a load, because it is perfect for putting these dies in. Now I want that one out because I think I'm going to use that on my card. So yeah, I think that they're brilliant, and they're so sturdy as well. So I just thought I'm going to pop it in here for now, just because of the fact that yeah, I don't want to lose any of the bits. The next thing that we get is we get this stamp set. So we've got this little background stamp of celebration ribbons and confetti. We've also got a couple of star stamps. So we've got, they look to be the same size, but we've got 3 star stamps. We've also got this like sort of fireworks stamp, and then the sentiments are on your party time, anniversary, engagement, cheers, wedding, happy clink, happy new year, and pop fizz clink, which I think are quite fun. So let's just take that off there because we will use that as well. So that is the free gift that you get. The magazine I paid for this, I paid £6.99 for it from my local Asda. So you, like I say, you can pick it up wherever you would like. The card base I'm using today is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and it is a scalloped edge die. Sorry, not die card. So that's what I'm using. Now off to the side I've just die cut quite a few different bits and bobs. So I have these wine bottles, which I think is what I'm going to use, and I've got them in all sort of different colours. So I've got in green, and I've got red, I've got black, and I've got brown. So I just thought I'll just do a few at a time, and then we can sort of work from there. I also have the other bottles. So yeah, so lots and lots and lots of sort of bits and pieces. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this, which is some watercolour cardstock. This is cold press, and it's from Langton, Dahl and Rowney, and it is 300 GSM. So we're going to use this because I want to stamp out these glasses. Now I'm going to use my archival ink because it is waterproof, and I'm also going to use a stamping block. So I have this one from Samantha K, so I'm going to use that. And I think to colour them in, I'm just going to get my Ecoline pens, but you can use watercolours or you can use anything that you want, but this is just what I am going to be using today. So I'm going to use a pale blue and a grey just to colour in my wine glasses, although I think we could have, couldn't we, what do you call it? Oh, think, what could we have? Oh my word, why can't I think? We could have a coloured drink. So yeah, I might bring in a coloured drink. Oh, my mind went completely blank then. Right, okay, so I'm just going to, now I don't know whether, if we could sort of stamp out a little scene, but oh, I don't know actually. Right, let's cut this down. Let me see if I can do a scene using this. So I need my trimmer. So let's trim this down. So I'm just going to trim this to 4.5. Let's have a look to see how that looks. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to do it 4.25. Just take off that little bit extra. And then what I want to do is, let's give it a nice background colour. So, what colour should we have in the background? Oh, I need to move. Right, I quite like the idea of pinks and a purple. So I think that's what I'm going to do there. So I'll need a brush. And I need a pot for some water. So what I'm going to do is very lazily just take some water out of my spray bottle. Yeah, why not? My husband's actually in the kitchen. He is doing the pot, so yeah, if you can hear anything, that's all it is. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to wet my paper. So just like this, because I think it'd be quite nice to have that background. But you know what I'm going to do? I think I might do some embossing and we do this for the background. So we do like a background piece. So I'm going to start off with my lightest colour first. So this is just my pale pink. Does it say what colour it is? It just says 390. Oh, pastel rose. So just using my glass mat. And that is very, very pale. So let's... yeah, that's a bit too pale for what I'm wanting. So let's bring in the darker pink. So, and then let's bring that in. So, like I said, I'm just doing a wash for the, for our background. So nothing fancy at all. But I do want this to be quite nice and, yeah, nice and pretty. And then just bring some of this purple in. So let's, and again, just adding bits in, just like that. So really quick, really simple background there. So I'm just going to grab my cloth and just clean off this. Pop that on there because I don't know when I'm going to need that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's quickly dry this with our heat tool. Like so. If you don't have like any watercolours or anything like that, but you do actually have some distress inks or distress oxides, then they would work just as well as this. So I'm making sure this is nice and dry. Okay, just like that. Now, do I want to emboss? Do I want to use some embossing powder, or do I actually want to just stamp in my distress inks? That is the question. I think, do you know what? Let's do the embossing powder. Let's, yeah, why not? Let's do the embossing powder. So that's what I'm going to go for. So I'm just grabbing my embossing stuff, and I'm going to go with a gold embossing powder, I think, because I think that would look quite nice. Yeah, let's do that. Right, okay, so I'm just going to put my my ink on, and then I'm just going to sort of go all the way around, really, but changing the direction of my stamp. So if I put that in the light, I can just to say see where I've got it. So yeah, I just think it'd be quite nice. Oh no, that way. How are we looking? Yeah, that's looking nice. Right. And just up there. Right. Let me just see. It really is quite hard to sort of see. And there. Right. Okay, so that's that done. So I'm going to grab a sheet of paper. I don't know where I put my, what do you call it, my little sort of emboss, like bead tray, I think it's called, but I use it for embossing powder. I've got one for beads and one for embossing powder. Okay, and then that's that. Oh, look at that, isn't that looking cool? So just like that, just making sure it's nice and well covered. Okay, so that's what we've got. And then I'm going to pop this back in its tub. Do you know, I love embossing powders, but I don't use them as much as what I would like to use them. I always forget about them, which I think is such a shame because it's such a lovely medium to use. Yeah, it really is. So let's watch it all transform, because I just think, oh, once you've melted it, it's lovely. I don't know if you're seeing that change or not. But that gold really, really looks lovely. Right, there we are. That, when it hits that light, that is just absolutely gorgeous. That's really, really nice. Oh, I really, really like that. Right, okay. I'm going to put plenty of adhesive on the back of here when we come to stick it down, because it is sort of bouncing up. Now, I'm thinking that I want the black one. So I'm going to have the black one maybe there. And then I think we'll stamp out the our glasses, and I'm going to have them print them out as well, because I think I really want to have those. I'm thinking that there, yeah, and then maybe that there. Yeah, I quite like that. I like that a lot, actually. What's I saying? Yeah, because I really want them raised up. I'm going to raise those up as well, like this up as well. So let's move that off to the side. So I'm just going to, again, just use my watercolour cardstock. Let's put that back on there. I will pop them into a CD case once I'm finished here. So just like I said, I'm using my archival ink. This is watercolour paper, so I'm going to leave it just for an extra few seconds just to soak in. And please bear in mind that you might not get a perfect impression on watercolour paper because the surface is not completely flat. So just so that you are aware. Right, what I'm doing is I'm just going to stamp a couple of each, just so that I know if I go wrong on one of them, then I'll be okay. Right, okay, so let's get the next one, which is our champagne glass. So we've got martini glasses and champagne glasses. Okay, so there's the first. And again, I'm going to stamp it twice. And I will be fussy cutting around these, like I said, because I would like them to be raised up. Okay, so that is them. And then what I'm going to do, because these are, like I said, they are waterproof inks, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of the grey down on my mat and a little bit of the blue. Although, let's have a look. Yeah, I think that, I was thinking like yellow, but yeah. Okay, so the grey is really just for the glass, so the glass has got like a shine to it. Okay, and it just gives it sort of a little bit of shadow as well. So just, I mean, you can't really tell, I don't know if you'll be able to tell it on camera, it really is very, very faint, but yeah, right. I just think adding just that touch of grey always makes a huge, huge difference when doing wine glasses. So let me just bring that up. I don't know if you can see, it's very, very, very faint. But if you wanted to make it darker, then we can just go straight in with our pen, and our pen can do it for us. Oh. And then we can blend that out just with a little bit of water, just like that. So yeah, that's nice. I like that a lot. So again, let's do the same to this side. I don't know, I just like how it looks when it, just because it gives that shading. I just like, I love using grey for glass. I don't know if you're meant to, it's just something that I do. I've not actually had any lessons or anything like that on how to colour in for glass yet, so I'm hoping to take some lessons after Christmas with Kit and Clowder, so that I can, yeah, learn how to colour properly instead of just guessing everything. Right, okay, so there's that, and then I'm just going to come in with a little hint of blue. Okay, and a little hint of blue down here. And it's just to add that colour, because I always think glass has a hint of blue to it as well, because yeah, of course it does. Right, what colour can we have the drink? Oh, shall we do it pink, for pink champagne? Let's do it the pale one. Actually, let's use the pen, because the pen, like I said, this is really yeah, a very, very pale colour. So I'm just going to blend that in. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Like I say, we've got pink champagne, so why not? Right, okay, so that's my glasses all done. So let's get those cut out. Now I only want one of each. I don't know whether I want the same glasses or the different ones. I'm not 100% sure. Right, I have to admit it would have been nice with these ones to actually have gotten the die, because I think these might be a little tricky to cut out, but we always like a challenge, don't we? Well, I do anyway. I need to stop saying that, because it does get me into trouble a lot. Okay, so we're just going to go all the way around like this. I hope you're all okay and having a lovely week. Can you believe that Christmas is literally just around the corner? That is just mental, isn't it? Oh, look at that. I don't think I like the green though, so I'm going to get rid of the green. We are going to have one of the stoppers though. I'm thinking, yeah, we'll have the mulberry. So I think this is mulberry or burgundy from Tonic Studios that I've used. It was just a little bit that I had left over. So that's what I'm using there. Okay, so let's do the next one. And again, cut all the way around it. Actually, these are not too bad to cut out. They're not as bad as what I thought they were going to be, but I'm wondering if it's because I'm using watercolour cardstock, which is 300 GSM, so it's quite a thick card. I think sometimes having a thick card can really help, so that's what I'm thinking. Okay, just again, just cutting around. Right. Oh, I like them. I like them a lot. So them I'm going to have raised up. And part of me wants to put one of these on as well. Just, you know, just in front of them. Oh, I wish they'd had a stamp actually for the bottle, because then I could have kept it the same. But they haven't. Because I'm not thinking the bottle goes as much as I want the bottle on. Oh, actually, I've just had an idea. Because I don't like the full bottle. I'm thinking that we can have it so that it comes on like this. So off to the side or in like that, something like that. We'll have this bit on as well. So as if it's pouring in, so we'll cut that bit off, and then we'll have our glasses sort of there. And then we've got our, what they're called, our corks. So we can pop our corks, like just have some, yeah, random ones there. And our sentiment. Oh, I like that. I think that works perfectly. Right, okay. So that's what I'm going to do. But what I am going to do is I'm going to stick this down, but I want to roughen up the edges. I feel like I need to, or do I or don't I? I'm thinking roughen them up and putting sort of some sort of border on it as well, just to focus in a little bit. Right, so just like that, and then we're just going to cut up there like that. So that's what we've got. Okay, and then let's glue this down, and then on like that. Oh, that looks nice. And then I need that corner bit, so just like that, just so that it looks, yeah. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look really good? I like that. I like it a lot. I quite like it that way around as well. But we're not, we're having it this way. I do need to pick a sentiment, so we will have to do our sentiment in a moment. Now, I've got some really tiny ones, I think. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure I've got some tiny dimensions. Like I said, these I do want to be up. I mean, these are ridiculously tiny, but you know. Oh, and look at that, they fit perfectly on the stem of there. Now, I did get a lovely tip, which actually I have been thinking of doing, is instead of, when you've got intricate dies and things, unfortunately these aren't dies, but if you've got an intricate die, if you die cut it several times, then you can just stick them together, and yeah, so there you go. Right, okay, so let's do this one. Take them off. I'm hoping these come off quite nicely. Well, that one did. Nope. Okay, right. So I'm thinking, do my usual trick of let's add some glue on them all, because I'm not here to fight with them. And then we're going to add them. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so let's do the same with this. So again, pop them on, just down that stem, and then on the bottom bit. So I think we can put 2 on there, and then do you know what? Let's just do the whole thing with these ones. Oh, look at that, they're stuck together. How bad's that? So let's just stick these all the way around like so. Okay, right. Then again, I'm not going to fight with them because they are very tricky to come off. So I've never had a card fall apart on me yet doing this. Just so that you are aware. And then I'm going to have that one there. And then we have our martini glass. And I'm going to do the same with that, have that raised up, because I really like to have, I love dimension on my cards. Now, if you were to post this and you didn't want to pay the extra postage, because postage has gone up ridiculously, then you would just stick these down flat onto your card, and it shouldn't cost you anything more to send. But if you are handing it out in person, and then put as much dimension on as you would like. Yeah, just go for it. Right, okay, so let's again just put some on there, because actually I need to take that one off and I need to take that one off so that it fits in just there, like that. Perfect. Right, okay, so that is them. Now what I'm going to do, I just need to hold that because my paper's bending, so it's not sticking it, so I need it to sort of catch. Okay, there we go. Right, while I'm there, should we put it down on our card base? Where's my card base? So it's just going to go on like that. And I was going to use my glue, but I don't think I'm going to. I think if I can find some, I'm going to use my double-sided tape, or actually no, I'm not. Changed my mind again. I'm going to put some more dimension on, so let's put our dimension on. So normally I use what do you call it, cardboard, but I've got some of these, so let's use these. And it should, although cardboard would have worked brilliantly. So I'm going to make sure I've got plenty on, just because this is watercolour cardstock, and where I've put the water on, it has warped it. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that I've got plenty of adhesive on. So I would definitely say something like this, put extra on, because you don't want it to lift up, and because then all that work that you've put in will have been for nothing. So okay, I'm just going to pop a few around here. Oh, I've got Quincy with me. I already have Lady's in a bed, but my husband's just opened the door so Quincy can come in and out as well. Which I think, oh, well, he's gone back out. He obviously didn't want to stay with me. Right, okay, so I know I've put lots and lots of dimension on there, but like I said, I want this to stick down very nicely so it's not going to pop up. So more adhesive we've got, the better. So I've just taken these, the larger ones, I have to admit, they are really, really nice for taking the backing off. They come up straight away. But the tiny ones, I find them so difficult to get the backing off them. So I think that's why I just sort of give up and I always just put glue on. And like I said, I've not had a card fall apart on me yet, so yeah. Right, last two bits, and then let's get this stuck down. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that we have it. There we go, nice and adhered. So there we go. Now that it's flat, how gorgeous is that looking? Now I definitely want some of these, so I'm going to use these instead of gems where my glue works. So I'm just going to sort of randomly stick them. So these are just the corks off the bottle, and like I said, we are just going to, they're just more for background really, just for a little bit more added interest. Right, so now that we've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a sheet of cardstock. So the cardstock I'm using is smooth white cardstock. It's A5 and it's 160 GSM. And what we're going to do, let's get rid of some of the stuff on here, because I don't think you need to see it all. My light's in the way, so I can't quite get my hand into my pens. I think I might have to think about moving it somewhere else on my desk so I can get at it better. And what do you think we should do? I'm thinking, how about New Year will be here soon, so let's do a Happy New Year. So that's what I think we should do. So let's pop that on there. I'm just going to put this back on here. Like I say, I store all of my stamps that I get from magazines. I store them in CD cases. I just find life so much easier doing that. So I'll do that when I get off yeah, when I stop doing this video, and then they're safe and then they'll get filed away so I know exactly where they are. Okay, so really gonna make sure there's plenty of ink on there, and then we're just going to, now I want to do it as if it's a banner, so let's do it a bit further across. Okay, I'm just leaving it those few extra seconds. Oh, look at that, absolutely perfect. Okay, so just by leaving it those few extra seconds, it really does make the difference. Grab my trimmer, and then what I'm going to do is we are going to cut this down. So make sure we've got about the same on each side. Okay, so that's that done, and then what I'm thinking is we have it as a banner. So to make a banner, I just cut down the center, and then going in from each side, each corner, I then cut to the center, and that gives me a really nice banner shape, just like that. And then I think I'm going to edge it, though. I think it's going to look a lot nicer if I edge it. So we're actually covering one of those up, but that's fine. Yeah, I quite like that. Well, I don't quite like it, I really like it. So do you know what, let's use our pink. So I'm just going to use the side of my brush pen, which is probably not the best thing to do because it'll give it like a paper cut, but I really like the colour, and my Winsor & Newtons are actually packed away in bags because I've been taking them around the house with me. They're in these really super cool bags now, and I absolutely love them. So, and they were quite inexpensive. Right. And I think because I'm just being lazy, really. I could quite easily just stretch over and pick them up, but yeah. Oh, much better. Right, okay, so I'm going to raise this up as well. So I'm just going to use my foam pads again. Just, we have them, so let's use them. And one there. Okay, so let's get this adhered down. So just like that. Oh, doesn't that look really cool? Looks so cute. Right, last thing, where are they? I want to bring in some Nuvo drops, and I'm going to use my Morning Dew. And we're just going to let's just add a few bubbles just around, and again, this is just for just added interest. That's all we're doing. I love Nuvo. Okay, right, gorgeous. I said that was the last thing I was going to do. However, I've got my gel pens here from Arteza. I absolutely love them. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little border all the way around, just like this. Now if you can hear anything, any sort of like little patter of feet, that is Quincy. He's wanting to go to bed, so I'm actually filming this quite late, later than I would normally. Normally I go to bed at about 5-6 o'clock, because yeah, by that time I'm very tired and I need to rest. So whereas tonight I actually have a little bit more energy than I would usually have, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to come down. I want to play with my magazine, so then I can then come upstairs and relax upstairs and read my magazine, and then maybe watch a film. So I'll probably, well, fingers crossed, this will be uploaded tonight. So tonight, well, today is Thursday, so I'm hoping it'll be uploaded tonight, because I think I've done it all in one go. I can't remember if I've stopped it or not. Oh, I like it. Just adding that border, I think it's made a huge difference. So that is it. There is my card for today. How gorgeous is that? I love the addition of everything. And it's a really, really nice stamp set. I just love the bottles, really. These would be perfect for mail cards, so we'll have to come on again and actually do a mail card using these bottles, because we could, what I'm thinking is you could sort of have like it fanned out like that, couldn't you? How cool would that be? And then just like happy birthday dad or happy birthday brother or something like that. I think that'd look really, really cool. But yeah, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my card and what I've created with this month's magazine. So definitely something I've never sort of played with before. I love the glasses, and I do like the bottles, but I wish they'd had a stamp that coloured in, just so I could have everything matching a bit better. But yeah, that's it really. So like I say, it is Simply Cards and Papercraft. It is issue 212, and it is a New Year stamp set, which it's a perfect. Oh, actually, I could have done something like that, couldn't I? I could have made my own background. This is why I don't look, because I would have copied that. So I've done my own thing, and we've used embossing powder. So like I said, I don't look too closely, but yeah, how gorgeous is that? Look at that gold. Isn't that just beautiful? I love it. That would even look really, really nice in silver as well, wouldn't it? Right, I'm going to stop waffling on now, because you probably don't want to sit there and listen to me waffling on loads. Right, I'll leave it for today. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.